been in the business of selling luxury cars in this country since 2006. We are today one of India's leading luxury car dealership groups with a very proud association with some of Europe's top automotive marques. And when the moment came for us to associate with McLaren not so long ago, it was a proud milestone in our company's career and automotive journey. We launched facilities in Mumbai about late last year, and proud to say and acknowledge that the brand has been very well received in the country. Their cars have been sold in all important cities across the length and breadth of India, and we've already captured approximately a 25% market share of the segment in the very first year of operations. And as we gather here today, it's a proud moment and a milestone moment for the brand in its journey, and for us in our journey with the brand in India. And joining me here on stage today to share proceedings is my very dear friend and Managing Director of McLaren Asia Pac, Mr. Paul Harris.
Thanks very much, Lalit, for that fabulous introduction. Not only am I grateful to be back in Delhi, but it's such a wonderful experience to be back in the heart of India again. A vibrancy of a population that you really understand when you come here and you experience the drive and the inner energy that exists in and around India. So for me, probably one of my favourite countries around the whole of Asia. So thank you very much for your warm welcome. It's really lovely to see so many familiar faces. It's not the first time I've been in India. I've been with India many, many times. But uniquely for us today, we are here to celebrate the fabulous launch of the new Artura. Now, before I do that, I just want to talk a little bit about the name. The Artura name is a mixture of art and future. And I hope today when we unveil these cars, you will very clearly see what we mean by that in terms of the way that the car that was originally, from a McLaren perspective, designed and engineered for the track, and then it's brought to the road only in the last 10 years as an automotive brand, that you will really see that we have brought together all of our knowledge and learnings of hybridization, of sports car lightweight technology in the perfect package of the Artura. So that's definitely the personification of that. And it's a real delight to bring that car to the roads of India today. And we have two beautiful cars here in two unique colours to show you and share with you what Artura is all about. Our business partner Lalit and the team have been doing a fabulous job for us. I was only in November launching the showroom back in Mumbai, and I know that they cover the market for everyone with exceptional quality and also an exceptional experience for everyone who touches the McLaren brand. So thank you very much for that. They definitely understand what McLaren is all about in terms of the luxury automotive space. I'm not going to keep you much longer. I'd just like to hand back to some of my colleagues for a second. But I'd just like to say one more thing, which is thank you very, very much for coming. And I hope that you enjoyed proceedings today. If you have any questions, me or my colleagues are available to answer them for you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Paul. Well, your profound insights and your expertise and passion truly gave us a deeper understanding of the dedication and innovation that lies at the heart of McLaren Artura. Well, next up, we have Mr. Vivek Patil with us. He is India's only light artist. To specify it a little more, he paints with light. Well, he's also represented India at World's Got Talent, and he is here today with us to show.
Started from Bruce McLaren, a passionate and driven soul from his childhood, a man who entered his first racing competition at the age of 14 in 1952, becoming the natural pick for later Grand Prix even globally. He amazed the motor racing fraternity by being the first Formula 2 to stand shoulder to shoulder with the greatest drivers in the world, coming in 5th overall. He won the 1962 Monaco Grand Prix and his career skyrocketed. bold and innovative. We founded McLaren Automotive in 2010. The McLaren legacy is evident in the iconic cars that we have produced over the years. We have come a long way from the legendary 12C, B1, 675 LT, 720S and Senna to the iconic 600 LT, GT, 765 LT and Elva series. Each car redefined the thrilling driving experience with a unique, bold and innovative design. Spectacular Infinity Cars brought McLaren to India, launching the first outlet in Mumbai on 17th November 2022. Bringing in illustrious brands from all around the world, Infinity Cars added the speed and British elegance of McLaren to the Indian market. And what a reception McLaren and Infinity Cars have received. We are pleased to see McLaren cars driving across Indian cities, from Chandigarh to Hyderabad and from Kolkata to Ahmedabad. It is heartening to see the GT, 720 and the 765 LTs drive superbly on our roads. the first ever series production of high-performance hybrid supercars, presenting a distillation of the McLaren road and race car experience and expertise, launching Artura in the Indian market, an adventure like no other, a design unparalleled and the soul of McLaren. Introducing the latest addition to the McLaren legacy, the all-new McLaren Artura.
Unparalleled performances that define the McLaren Artura.
Thank you all for coming. It's always great to see a full house, and this means it's a lot of interest into our brand, into our cars, which we're going to do just in a few minutes. And before we're going there, we have seen this fascinating storytelling in light, which I think encapsulates everything you might need to know about the McLaren brand in a nutshell, basically. So what we have now here with the Artura, with the McLaren Artura, is really a brand new car. It's a brand new model for McLaren, right? And you're going to see exactly this one color on one of these covers in a moment. So what we basically have is all the experience we collected over these 60 years in the existence of McLaren brands, and culminates into this world as you have it. So, as you've heard, we have the 60th anniversary, starting with racing, and over all these years, further development. And one of the elements that was always part of the brand DNA was always to see how we can create lightweight cars. Because when you have a race car, and even when you have a road car, what you want to have, just like you have the ultimate driving performance, driving engagement, and agile performance, what you want to have is a light car. And of course, at the same time, we want to increase the power, and this is exactly what we have done with the Artura now as well. So when we are looking into this, we say it's an all-new car, it's an all-new McLaren. I think this is very important, because when you have new technology, you have new design, and yet what you want to have instantaneously for everyone who knows the brand McLaren, that you want to see that someone can really recognize it as a typical McLaren. And this goes on several accounts. One, of course, is the design. What we do have as well is that we basically have here the very lightweight packaging from the car altogether. And this is very important for the car, so that you have a compact design, you have a lightweight production here of the car. Then, of course, in the interior of the car, with all the panels we have, with all the controls we have, it's very driver-focused, because at the end of the day, it's a driver's car. Right? And then ultimately, the performance itself is very important, and we are looking into this in more detail in a moment. One element is the McLaren carbon lightweight architecture, so which is again all new and which has been entirely developed in-house, and which is very important. Because as you know, when we have a hybrid car, that means it comes with a combustion engine and it comes with a battery. Battery is always extra weight, so what you want to have is basically that you offset somewhere the weight somewhere else. And therefore, we have developed this all-new carbon fiber monocoque and chassis and new structures, so that basically can house the entire chassis as well as the battery and the combustion engine. So this is the development which was entirely done in-house, and this alone, the investment for this was £500 million. As you might know, the Artura is not the very first high-performance hybrid we have produced. It's already more than 10 years ago that we launched the P1. The P1 was basically pioneering this technology in 2012 when it was initially launched, and then later came to market in 2013 globally. So this was a car which was produced with less than 400 units, and now, of course, in the last 10 plus years, we have majorly further developed this technology. In the meantime, just a few years back, we had the Speed valve, which was another ultimate series, as we call it internally. So now the great news is that basically with the Artura what we have all this technology and all the learning we've had over all these years, we have it put all together in one package for a series car, then it's basically for everyday road car, which you can take to the track as well, anytime you please to do so. The electrified powertrain, then of course you want to look into the advantages. And the advantages it obviously brings is when you have the electrification of a combustion engine powertrain, basically that you take the best out of both worlds. What we mean with this is that one element you can have is the so-called torque infill. Torque infill means basically, because everyone who knows how an electric engine works, is that you see here on the graph over there, that an electric engine starts automatically to give torque, and then fills this gap, you would have this lag potentially what you would have with a normal combustion engine. So this altogether doubles up, so that whether you drive it on the road, you drive it on the track, or in any other circumstances, it gives you exactly this initial extra boost. So therefore, this is perfectly slated for this environment in this sports car. So looking into the engine itself is as well all new, and the combustion engine is still at the heart. So what we do have is a 3-liter V6 twin turbo engine, and this engine alone produces 585 horsepower. And this is very important that this is as well is very compact, it's very light, and because with a lighter weight and the packaging, it can sit lower in the car. And then of course when you have a sports car, when you have a race car, the lower the gravity is, the better it is for all sorts of driving and agility. A quick look into the E-engine. So the E-flux motor, what we have chosen, again, it's very compact in size. It's compact in size, which means it's lightweight, and at the same time, going back to the 10 years development we had in the P1, so that this one is significantly lighter than the one we had in the P1, and at the same time, the power output and power density is more than a third higher than we used to have it in the P1. Quick look at the new transmission we have. We have an 8-speed transmission, so it's basically 8 forward gears, and we do not need to have mechanical to like reverse gear, because this is all done electronically as well, which again means packaging gets smaller, more compact, and therefore the car gets again lighter. So you see in all areas and all components, we are really trying to see to get it as compact and as lightweight as possible. So now when we're looking into driving dynamics, then of course, we have 4 different modes, so which basically one is the electric mode, pure electric mode, where you can have the car driving up to 130 kilometers per hour, 30 kilometers in distance, to like in pure electric mode. In most cases, probably to like, especially on the road on the daily drive, it will be probably the comfort mode. And if you want to have it a bit more sporty, a bit more aggressive, then the sport mode would be the other choice. And then ultimately for the track, you have the track mode. So therefore basically whatever you choose, whatever the circumstances, you have one car and you have 4 different modes, you will always find exactly the right mode with all the packaging you have seen before, from the engine, from the transmission, from the architecture. All this helps to support the opportunity to drive the car the way you wish to do it. So the next one is just like showing you a few stats. As you've seen or probably heard before, so these are the core stats of the car. It's in terms of acceleration, overall power output, and performance is already astounding. And on the other hand, on the right-hand side, when you see especially the power-to-weight ratio is nearly 500 horsepower per ton, this is benchmark in its class. Especially when you think about the light weight of the car itself with under 1.4 tons, this as well is leading in its entire class by far. And this again goes back to where we come from, always lightweight and always significant performance to give the best driving dynamics for the driver. Another element is when it comes to the design. In general, when it comes to design, we always follow the formed from this functional principle. So then basically what we're doing is that we are designing a car which is basically again supporting what we want to achieve with the car. So it's just like it's compact, and what we have here now in the production process is a so-called super formed aluminum panels, which is basically helping to shrink wrapped design, and that we altogether have as well, so that we can reduce the weight in the car. At the same time, it gets more sturdy, and so therefore this again is helping to achieve basically lower weight, higher performance, increase the safety, and the entire car consists of basically only 8 body panels altogether in this way. Finally, having a look into the interior. This is of course what the drivers, what the owner is going to see, and then you can imagine here what we'll have is, as well, we took the opportunity to majorly upgrade the interior of the car in comparison to the cars we used to have in the previous years. This is again to enhance the driving dynamics. Here having just like the new travel assistance technology, we have just like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto for the first time in the car. Over-the-air updates from the software are possible, and we have new technologies here altogether, so that this is really a very comfortable and yet extremely sporty everyday car. Personalization opportunities, of course, are vast. We have different trim lines you can look into, and then at the same time you still have MSO, which is McLaren Special Operations, which gives the additional opportunity to have the car truly bespoke to the wishes of any customer. So therefore, I hope this gave you a quick overview into the different features, the options of the car. You see what's special about the car. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look into the video, and then very, very soon we will start with the unveiling sequence so that you have a close-up and a closer look into the car itself. Thank you very much.
The moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. With great pleasure, I invite you all to witness the grand unveiling of the McLaren Artura. And for that, once again, I would like to invite Mr.